Hello, everybody. Good day. My name is Andrew Opaimo. Okay, and I'll be your tutor for this class. Right. So in this class, we'll be seeing JavaScript callback functions. All right. So without further ado, I'll run through the slides and then I'll take you guys to see real code examples. All right. So, uh, what is a JavaScript callback function? A callback function is a function that is passed as an argument, okay, into another function. It is passed as an argument into another function and it is usually invoked or called after a desired task has been completed. Right. So uh, I'm going to show you guys three different ways which you can create and use callback functions. All right, I'm going to show you three different ways using the regular function keyword, but as a declared function that's in declaration format, and then using the regular function keyword, but in expression format, and then finally I'll show you guys how to do the same thing using the arrow function syntax. All right, so I'm going to show you guys as well that even though callback functions themselves are arguments that are passed into other functions, I'm going to show you guys that they themselves can collect arguments. So they can take arguments while they also serve as arguments to other functions. And then finally, I'm going to show you through how callback functions can be used in asynchronous programming. Without delay, let's go straight to the code example. That's the real deal. Sorry about that. All right, here we are. All right, let's start from the first sample. In this first sample, you can see here we have, sorry about this, we have a callback function. All right, in this first example, we have a callback function. The callback function is alert. This is the callback function, and then this is the parent function. So now here the parent function is invoked, and then we pass relevant arguments to it, and the alert callback function is passed to it as the callback argument. So once the parent function is invoked, callback runs, sorry, this line runs, we log our answer into the console, and then callback is invoked. Now our callback is alert, so it is the alert function that will be invoked. So as you can see, we passed alert as a callback into this calculation function. Let's invoke it and see what happens quickly. Right now, exactly what happens. 1 plus 10 gives 11, and then alert callback function is invoked. All right, so that's basically how callback functions work. Now, the three different ways. Let's start from this example. This example is in the declaration format. All right, it uses the native JavaScript function keyword, but in declaration format. Coming to this next example, we can see it's in the expression format. All right, it is an expression, it is in an expressed form, like alert is equals to this. All right, so basically the same example, but we have different syntaxes and different patterns of accomplishing the same thing. All right, and then coming over here, you're going to see that it's the same example, but then it's in the arrow function. We are using the arrow function syntax. All right, these are the three ways. Okay, as a declared function, using the regular function keyword, as an expressed function, same function keyword, and then finally using the arrow function syntax. Now, coming over here, you can see this is also another example, but in this example, this callback function takes an argument. Okay, it takes an answer argument and then something is performed using the answer argument. All right, now this is the parent function, but now the parent function is invoked. We pass the results as our callback. After passing the result as our callback, you can see in our callback we were able to add the answer variable as well. Sorry, the answer argument rather. So as you can see, when you run this, if there was no time I would have run it, you're going to see that it's going to work just fine. So callback function can take arguments themselves while also serving as arguments to other functions. Now coming to asynchronous programming, all right, this is basically asynchronous programming at work. So I when you run this function, when you try to run it, this is what happens. And this is basically asynchronous programming. Asynchronous programming is a concept which simply means a specific task in the code will run only after another task has been accomplished. All right, so that is basically what callback, what asynchronous programming is all about. All right, sorry, I'm fast. That is basically what asynchronous programming is all about. Okay, so something delays until something happens. Now, in this example, using the function keyword, you see that you get to see that this my function runs only after every 3 seconds. Now let me run it quickly in the console. You're going to see that it runs only after every 3 seconds. You're going to see the delay. Now it run a delay again, it run another delay, you're going to see that it's going to run again. So this is basically asynchronous programming. You delay something until something else is accomplished. That is basically asynchronous programming. All right, this is a very simple example, but when you check out a real world example, for example, this process over here, you we are simply we're simply fetching data from an API. All right, and then this is more of a proper real world example. Right, so over here, this is a callback function passed directly into the then method, and then another callback function again passed directly into another then method. So this is basically how callback functions come in handy in asynchronous programming. So I just hope I've been able to help a lot to make you understand what callback functions are. All right, thanks for joining the class. I'm grateful. All right, see you in another class. Bye bye.